What's up, people of the internet? Ultimate Weenie here, and I'm doing a review for The Lost Crown, the latest Prince of Persia game by Ubisoft. And I thought I would be doing something that I never thought I would be doing, praising Ubisoft. You see, Lost Crown, I enjoyed it. It was a great game. I went into it blind. I got it from PS Plus, so it was completely free. And I hadn't heard much about the game, so I didn't even know what I was getting into. I just remembered that I loved playing it as a kid, and I was like, why not? Why not take a chance? Why not give Ubisoft a chance? And I found myself enjoying the game. It was a great game, even. And I'll get into the review in it in just a second. But overall, Ubisoft has proven themselves to be a flexible developer. Flexible in the fact that they love to bend over and just fuck themselves in the mouth because Ubisoft completely fumbled the bag. But before I get into my complaints about how they handled the game, I will do a review of the game because I don't want to dissuade you from playing it because overall I enjoyed it. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and do the review portion now. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown marks a bold return to form for the legendary franchise, but not in the way that I expected. Instead of a photorealistic reboot or sequel to Sands of Time, Ubisoft chose to go the side-scrolling route, and the result was refreshingly good. Now, it was set in a mythological version of Persia. The game puts you in the shoes of Sargon. He's a warrior from a group known as the Immortals. He's cocky, fast, full of acrobatics and style, basically everything that you would want from a prince like protagonist. Everything except for the Killmonger locks. I enjoyed Sargon for who he was as a character. Gameplay wise, it played like a 2.5D Metroidvania. It meant tight platforming, real time combat, and an interconnected world full of secrets, shortcuts, and upgrades. The map design was smart and layered, and it rewarded exploration without the feeling of being overwhelmed. The combat system itself was really where the game shined. Sargon himself is incredibly responsive, dodging, parrying, Dark Souls style, and slashing. It felt good to play. You had different weapons, bows, you had swords. It was just fun. And as you progressed, you unlocked more time-based powers and amulets that let you customize your playstyle to really be whatever you wanted. Boss fights were tough, but they were fair. You could recognize patterns, you could use what abilities you had, and you could adapt. It really pushed you to utilize your abilities in a way that I haven't felt has been done by a lot of games, which I'm not a big Metroidvania person, but it was fun. Visually, the game had a bold art style. It had sharp lines, vibrant colors, and smooth animations. It wasn't aiming for realism, but the style fit the tone perfectly, especially with its blend of Persian myth and sci fi elements. The story itself leaned into mystery and time manipulation, and while it takes a little while for the story to kick off, the twists later really were worth it. It felt like a serviceable story. The voice acting was solid, and all across the board, it was good. The soundtrack, it was honestly banging. I enjoyed every second of it. The atmosphere, everything was good. If there was any downside, it's that the difficulty spikes between the areas can catch you off guard, and some platforming sections may frustrate casual players. But they had a generous checkpoint system and optional accessibility settings to make it easier to tweak your experience to your liking. So if you didn't want to go through all that, you could at least tone it down a little bit and make it more accessible to you as a player. The the whole shebang with Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, it isn't just a great side scroller. It's a confident reinvention that respects the franchise's legacy while simultaneously forging its own identity. Whether you're a longtime fan or if you're new to the series, it's absolutely worth your time. It's stylish, smart, and surprisingly deep. The Lost Crown is one of the best Prince of Persia games that I've played, and I've only played the PS2 version and the GameCube version, but it was good. It was a good game. And Ubisoft fucked themselves. And that's what makes me mad, man. This game was so good and had such promise and caught me by so much surprise that I actually I had reason to believe that Ubisoft might not be that bad of a developer. But they fucked themselves in the mouth. You see, when they did this game, they botched the marketing side of it. That's explicitly what happened, and they fumbled the bag in such a way that it's honestly ridiculous. Because one, after this great game came out, they dispersed the team and split them in the other projects. They have some of them working on another Prince of Persia remake for the Sands of Time. They sent others to other places. Some of them they sent to bumfuck nowhere. I don't know what they were thinking. They had a good game finally on their plate, and they just decided to do fuck all with it. And they say that it didn't perform well. That's because they fucked up the marketing, brother. All they did was all right, let's release this game for $40 freaking, and that's not a price point that most Metroidvanias come into. Like, not a lot of people want to play that. People's got stuff like Hollow Knight that they want to play, which I should play. I haven't played Hollow Knight, but people keep on telling me I should. And they priced themselves out of the competition because this game at most was a 20-hour game, maybe 30, 36 if you want to explore literally everything. I don't know. It took me like 15 hours to beat, but they nobody wants to pay $40 for a Metroidvania unless it's Metroid or Castlevania, the two big boys in the market. And that, along with they botched the release on Steam and required an Ubisoft Connect account. Two, they didn't market the game at all. They just said, hey, here's a Prince of Persia game. We're not going to tell you much about it. But then, bam, it was there. And everyone had it, and no one really knew what it was about. And they can't really rely on older fans of the series coming back to this because they were used to the 3D side of things now. They wanted the 3D games. So you're essentially breaking into a new market with the title. They just fucked themselves in the mouth repeatedly. And don't get me wrong, like, it's a great game and I enjoyed it. But Ubisoft fucked themselves on this one. I hate to say it, but they you know, I had faith in them. And I really wanted to give them a glowing review, but after logging in to reddit.com and learning about what they did to the team that developed it, Ubisoft just has a habit of fucking themselves. And it sucks because I really want to like them. I really want to like Assassin's Creed. I really want to like Watch Dogs. I really want to like all their series, but time after time they fuck themselves.
You did it to yourself.
And it's just sad. It's sad to see because this is such an amazing game and I really wanted to see a sequel to it. Hell, I'll probably get the DLC to it just to support the team that made it, but overall Ubisoft fumbled it. And sorry not sorry, but Ubisoft, get your shit together. You're capable of making great games. You made this game. That proves it. So why do you keep on fumbling? Why do your CEOs have to increase the profit margins by tenfold amount or cancel the fucking series? I don't get it.
I'm not stupid. I know I fucked up, okay?
Stop fucking yourself. Find someone else to fuck, or not the consumers, but maybe preferably like your wife or something. Not your games. Just stop. I'm Ultimate Weenie. If you like this review, you can drop a comment on what Metroidvania I should try out next because I really want to start playing the genre. I enjoyed this game, and I'm thinking about breaking into Hollow Knight next. So just let me know what games I should play below, or share your thoughts on this game because it was a great game. and I'm just disappointed in Ubisoft. So if you'd like to drop a follow, comment, it helps me out. I appreciate all the support, and thank you for watching. Ubisoft, do better. Ubisoft, do better. Bye, everyone.